this car is so enjoyable. I just think to myself, like, would I give this up for a Porsche? I wouldn't. Would I give it up for a Z06? I wouldn't. I know somebody like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no way. This is a 10-year-old car, man. You just can't get this anymore. I mean, this is a car, no doubt in my mind. You go another 10, 20 years. This is the sleeper car I think people will be looking for. They'd be like, this was such a very small production car, and it got totally ignored because of the Dodge Hellcat. And I'm surprised more people don't talk about that as car journalists, that how this car just really never got the attention it should have, because the Dodge Hellcat was released for 2014 summer, the reveal for a 2015 build date. And so this car here, it was just in its first year of production. Look at this here. See this town right here? This is what I'm talking about, man. You know, the danger of moving out where I live, if you come look at a house on the weekend, you're going to be probably upset that you didn't realize that this little sleepy town that you visited on the weekend, you never realized it's a major thoroughfare of traffic. And it's not even at prime time yet. So, I mean, we're still not even hitting the heaviest day of all the traffic coming through here. And as I talk about a lot about this car, is when I looked at this car back in 2015 and thought about buying it, I really thought it'd be a very rigid driving car. So I really thought that it would be just too bouncy, and the tires and everything else. And I'm really surprised, for the most part, it's not too bad. So here we go. These are all the people coming through these are people coming from Tyson's Corner, Virginia. I mean, Manassas. I mean, it's everywhere where they're coming from. Let's see here. Maryland tag. Maryland tag. Maryland tag. And so in Maryland, they want nothing to do with building an outer beltway in this DC metro area. They want nothing to do with it. But yet most of the traffic in these back roads in Route 15, it's all Maryland. It's all people from Maryland cutting through. Yeah, I may get home right before the big storm hits, maybe. The deer huddling down, knowing that this storm's coming. Yeah, I know, deer sign. There's a ton of you out there, I know that. This thing's so torquey. It's just so rock solid. Look at the steering wheel. Look, I'm not even holding the steering wheel. I mean, no vibration. This is a car that I would just even feel like if somebody offered me a stupid number for it, it'd have to be stupid. But even so, you offered me like 70, 80 grand for this. I just don't think I would part with it. 100 grand, that's kind of tough. 200 grand, yeah, but at that, I'd rather not even have that offered, because this car truly is a car that should be one car in my lifetime. Any car in my lifetime, this should be the car that I kept forever. This should be the car. And I'm 70 years old. I'm 80 years old. Hopefully I make it that long. I always told the wife, I'll take 88 good years and drop dead. I'll take that. But the whole point is, I can only hope this is the car that I keep forever till I drop dead. And then, yeah, the kid would get it back. Yeah, it was funny last night. She was like, I'll take the dark horse back. I'm like, nah, you're not taking that dark horse back. No way. Plus, she lives off dirt, basically off dirt back roads. I'm like, You saw the condition of that Colorado truck. No way. No way. She could take the Dodge Charger. Only downside of that car is if you get a flat tire, you're screwed. There's no way of changing the tire. And that's a car there that probably gets stolen. And she just doesn't need it. Just, man, that doesn't make any sense down there by any means. But who knows? Hit that perfect beat. What the hell does that mean? Huh, that's so funny. Is it listening to my car? Yeah, and here's a whole nother cut through. People are cutting through this road here to get back onto Route 15. It just doesn't end. It's a really beautiful cow right here. Look at that moo cow. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you raise animals and kill them. I can't do it. I'll just tell you straight up. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't raise pigs, chickens, maybe chickens, but I just couldn't do it. I'm just a guy that raising pigs, goats, lamb, cows, and I go slaughter them. I can't do it. I'd be a vegetarian, I guess. I'd be eating fish. If you watch my speeds today, you may think I'm the fastest driver. I am not. This area here is ridiculous. This is a 45-mile road. This is a 45-mile road, and this guy is really pulling away from me. So people around here drive very fast. That farm right there, promise kept. That farm right there, very sad story. The guy that owned that farm, really sad story, because I can relate with these things. And my watch is going off like crazy because we've got a major storm. We have a major radical storm coming into my neighborhood and home. Alerts, but the guy that owned that, the family that owned that property, older gentleman, was out with his tractor and an auger. You don't know what an auger is. It's basically a big drill bit behind a tractor that drills in the ground so you can put in fencing or put in plants, whatever it may be. So the guy was running the auger, and usually a lot of times you need two people to do that. There's one guy in the tractor runs it, another guy needs like a long pole, unless you have a hydraulic auger setup. If you don't have a hydraulic auger setup, you have to have somebody with a big ass rod, big ass metal bar that you push down on the ground. Like Joe that works for me, we planted all those pine trees on my property with a big ass auger, and I've done fencing with an auger, but you have to have somebody there that helps you do that, that puts pressure on the auger to push in the ground. So I don't know if that guy had a hydraulic auger or not, but he was behind his tractor running that auger, and his jacket caught the auger. So his jacket caught it, so now it wrapped him around that auger. And now the auger isn't going to stop. The tractor's not going to stop. So it killed him. It killed him from not realizing that shirt, that jacket he had on, that maybe the wind came up, who knows, that caught that auger. So here we are. So here's the rain. So now this type of car today, this is where you'd be just a total dumbass to take this car down this back road and get into it, you would be off the road. This car would definitely be off the road, radical damage, and I can already feel the cool down of the air. And sometimes we just skirt these storms. You see the pavement's already all cooling down with the heat coming off of it. This will probably be the first time I drove this car in the rain. Now some people will be paranoid as hell. Oh my God, you drove the car in rain. You just ruined the value of the car. You know what? But I really can only say that I hope this is not a car that I have to sell. I'd rather just say, wow, I finally owned outright one car. And that's, hopefully it plays out for all the craziness that I've done to myself. In the end, I can only hope that eventually I actually own titles to cars. Yeah, that would be a miracle. If somebody comes to my house and I have 3, 4, 5 cars and actually have the title to it and I own it, that would be beyond believable. And sometimes things happen for a reason. In life, I get all that. Sometimes you're better off taking hardships that eventually create good ships. Definitely a very greeny time of year because we're dumping in a lot of water to keep it green. As we come down the twisties and the hill and head on back in, another nice video. Got a lot of video content again. I don't know who out there is really watching all these videos because they are 20-30 minute videos. So here's a pretty good corner, and I don't want to find out the hard way that these track tires, you know, the problem with these track tires is that basically a bald tire with some notches notched into it. So these tires are going to hydroplane very, very easily. And yeah, you will definitely lose control of the car because it doesn't disperse the water away from that tread, that flat bald spot, and so you basically come off the surface of the ground. Like I can feel that right there, that car right through that little puddle there. I felt this car shift, go through that area. How much time they spend cutting that grass? Yeah. It's Hotel California. So go with this car. I mean, come on. Would this be just an appropriate California car? I think it would be. The neighborhood. So did this sell? Did it sell? Under contract. Incredible. If they saw it house, you're probably gonna make a good 100 grand off of it, not more. So I lucked out. I lucked out because I didn't get the downpour rains. In the end, this area's got really wet where I got about stuck. Just about got stuck down this area the other day. All right, back to the compound, everybody. Of the pretty flowers and pretty plants. Now we'll go get the puppies out. And they, one of the deer, it's only the deer that really create the problem here of me not being here. So for me to leave town, it's more about the deer. That they, I was in third gear right there. Wow. So let's see here. How do I want to do this? I think I'll pull it back in straight. How about that idea? Brian really likes that Blazer, which that's awesome. So I can park that thing. Told Mac, got to get my Mustang up there. We got to do a mac and cheese special, everybody. We got to do a mac and cheese special. There's the Gold Rush. It's all sitting outside. I know, everybody. I hear you loud and clear. about how, you know, oh my gosh, I just can't believe you've got your Gold Rush outside. That's a double hit to open this car. Ugh. All right. Now see, this car here is not too bad getting out, but like the Corvette and other cars, it is so low, everybody. Come on. Would you like to drive this car? You know, I was never a huge Camaro guy, to be honest with you. Never the big. I was always more of wanting a Corvette than a Camaro. That's crazy. And I picked that up. That, I mean, once again, that was a lot of influence of Julia constantly talking about wanting that generation Camaro. Never realized when I'd pick up a Z28. We just about picked up a nice SS one, but it was a timing to leave town and do other things. It just never played out. Here we go again, everybody. Let's see how the doggies treat me this time. Because there they are. Hi, stay down, biggest thing. Don't jump up on me. Do not jump up on me, because I'm in shorts. And what you doing here, Scouty? Got all the fans going. Nope, down. So I did a little different this time, forgot. There is my absorbent pads, which I'll put down tonight, everybody. That's the new look with the, it's just hard to remember all this stuff. So this is here. Don't go out yet. No. This thing, this barn. No. Damn. No, Gypsy, come here, baby. No, hey, Diesel, come here. This barn, the way this barn doors open, when I turn off that computer, so just so you know, the reason I turn off this computer is there was somebody in the neighborhood that had the same code. I would come home some days, my barn doors are open, my gate's open. Like, what the hell's going on? So it's too dangerous for me to leave that computer on if just by somebody's signal comes by my house, the barn doors would open up and all the dogs would be out. All right, so here we are with all the noise as usual, right? Get back in the car, and I've only had a banana for the day, so that's all I've had. I had a banana so far today. I definitely want to try to lose some weight. That's what. One thing I definitely want to do is try to lose weight, kind of get back in a little better shape. That's my. Hopefully, you get my new look, everybody. It takes time though. It takes a lot of dedication if you really commit to that. Of getting back into exercising and. But I have time, you know. So the thing is now I really have time for me. For me, I don't have to really revolve my schedule around, you know, until you have a kid, raise a kid, and you do so many things with them, you just don't understand that. Wow, so let's get the walk around final on the Camaro Z28. Run up in here as the birds are crapping on the damn thing. And, yeah. That's fine. So I got all my motorcycle gear in the back of that. So now my challenge is, I have so much motorcycle gear. What am I going to do with my, when do I get this to open? How do I open the trunk? For me, everybody, it just doesn't end on the, so I think I have to go, oh, hold. There it is. Another thing, if you think about this car, so I got all my motorcycle gear I took out of that cabinet, because I didn't have any room. If I got creative, I could probably bring that cabinet back in and make room. But now my wife wants to put a freezer out here. But, you know, for the record, this car, pretty impressive that this car, all electronics, I'll end up jinxing myself, all the electronics, mechanical, everything works. I mean, but the thing is, there's a lot less technology and crap in this car, so it does work. That's huge. Right, puppies? The dogs are hot, which is kind of interesting, being that it really isn't a really hot day here, but it's the humidity that's kind of getting them. But the good news is, come here, Gypsy baby, is for Gypsy, she's not freaking out on me, because I'd really feel bad if Gypsy was freaking out. Then I'd feel like, what a bummer, because I just feel bad because her and Prince have been together so long. But like I said earlier in my other videos, the thing is, you know, she's been with Diesel and Rebel really since, you know, we got these dogs just shortly thereafter we left. You know, I think that Gypsy and Prince were only by themselves for about maybe a week or 2 weeks, maybe. I think maybe only a week. And the irony is, when we first got them, they were eating these rocks. It was so bad. Prince was the worst. He was crapping rocks. So it was really bad. They were eating all these little rocks. And I was like, we got to go to Florida. Just get the hell out of here from doing that damn thing, because it was a real problem. All right, that's it, everybody. I talked too much, so I hope everybody's enjoying my videos for today. I think that's probably going to wrap up the day. I have so many nights when I'm here in shop uploading videos where it turns into 9 o'clock, 9:30, close to 10 o'clock. So I'm just going to shut up and now start uploading videos so you see them sooner than later. And that's it. I'm done. So thanks for watching my channel. God bless. Have a great evening. Stay tuned for tomorrow's adventures. Oh boy, DMV day.